Welcome to Gun News Review. The Michigan Supreme Court has ruled that schools can ban guns on their property. The decision upholds policies that some school districts in the state had implemented, saying they were common sense measures. The state's highest court issued the 4-3 ruling Friday, which also stated that the Michigan legislature has the right to preempt any school district bans. Gun rights groups had sued the Arbor and Clio school districts in Michigan after they implemented gun bans, prohibiting possession of guns on school property or at school events. Several gun rights groups sued the districts, arguing state law prohibits districts from enacting such policies. The Washington Supreme Court Thursday clarified when felons can regain their gun rights. The court ruled 6-3 that people in Washington state convicted of a felony must be crime-free for 5 years, but it doesn't have to be 5 years immediately before they petition. The ruling was issued in the case of Edgar Dennis III, who was disqualified from possessing guns after robbery and assault convictions in the 1990s. The civil rights attorney who represented the family of Trayvon Martin is now representing the girlfriend of a man killed this month in Pinellas County in Florida by a concealed carry permit holder. The permit holder said he feared for his life when he got into an argument over a parking space with Marcus McLaughlin and was pushed to the ground. Michael Drenska shot McLaughlin, who later died. The case sparked criticism from anti-gun groups and McLaughlin's girlfriend after the Pinellas County Sheriff decided not to press charges because it fell under the state's Stand Your Ground law. Civil rights attorney Ben Crump calls it a cold-blooded murder.
This follows a long line of these alleged stand your ground murderers where the individual is the initial aggressor and then kills the unarmed black person and claims it's self-defense.
Crump says the shooting was done in a racist, calculated manner. The Newtown Action Alliance is the latest anti-gun group to join a chorus of others over the so-called 3D guns. They're calling on the Trump administration to reverse a decision to allow the release of downloadable files for the construction of 3D guns. The alliance says allowing the plans to be available enables terrorists, criminals, domestic abusers, and other prohibited people to get guns. The outrage comes after the State Department settled a claim earlier this month with the nonprofit Defense Distributed after a 5-year dispute, effectively freeing up the company to distribute the files. New Jersey has corrected a big mistake it made in a new law signed by Governor Murphy last month, limiting firearms magazine capacity to 10 rounds. State lawmakers say they realized the law had unintended consequences for police officers and could have prevented off-duty police from carrying their guns. Garden state lawmakers quickly pushed through a fix and voted unanimously Thursday to exempt law enforcement from the ban. Governor Phil Murphy signed the new law last month, limiting the size of firearms magazines in New Jersey to 10 rounds as part of a package of bills meant to tighten the state's already strict gun laws. The TSA says there's been a string of people bringing their firearms into airports in their carry-on luggage. The latest was on Friday when a man in Pennsylvania brought a gun to the Lehigh Valley International Airport. The incident came just days after the TSA issued a nationwide press release urging people to transport their firearms properly. The TSA says weapons can be transported in checked bags if they are unloaded, properly packed, and declared to the airline. The guns must go into checked baggage, which is stowed in the belly of the aircraft. The TSA urges travelers with guns to check out their website for more information. You're listening to Gun News Review. In northwestern Arkansas, justices of the peace have advanced a proposal to allow certain individuals to conceal carry handguns in some county buildings. The Benton County Ordinance would allow elected officials and some employees to have concealed handguns in some buildings where possession isn't prohibited by federal or state laws. County employees must have the enhanced concealed carry permit to have handguns in the allowed areas. And talk about a pain in the butt. A man in Milwaukee tried to hold up another man at a Citgo gas station Thursday night, but picked the wrong victim. That victim happened to have a concealed carry permit and shot the robber in the behind. He's expected to survive. You've been listening to Gun News Review, comprehensive and concise.